So actually, if you want to say, put it another way,
In our government, we hope that money is well managed. But in the previous government, although the government admits that cash is king, but we know now that cash is not king. The real kings are the voters. So even if you have money to give the voters, it's not necessary that they will vote for you. So money does not have the same value as it used to be. I am sure you have debated all these issues during the course of this debate, which was organized by the banks. Of course, the banks would like to know what the government will be doing. Well, what the government is doing now is, of course, to pay our debts. How do we pay debts where the money has completely been lost? In the usual situation, money is used in order to invest, and we know where the money is invested, and we can pull out or we can receive dividends. But now we don't know where the money is. So we have to find other sources of funds. Now it was suggested that we should have new taxes. I don't think that is something that is welcome by the people. But we may have to devise new taxes in order to have the money to pay our debts. Of course, the other thing that we can do is to sell our assets. What are our assets? Land is one of them. The previous government sold a lot of Malaysian land to foreigners. I don't think that would be good for us. But we can still sell land to locals so that they can develop the housing projects and the settlements that they believe would give them a return. Beyond that, we may have to sell some of our valuable assets in order to raise funds to pay the debts. But as I said just now, it's not only the money, it is the instrument, the machinery of government which has been tampered with. It no longer functions, and we have to find ways to rebuild the government. And it has not been easy because new people taking up high posts may find difficulty in performing. So this is the problem faced by Malaysia today. But nevertheless, we are hopeful that we can manage all these problems, that in time we would restore the finances of this country, and in time we will rebuild the government machinery which had been destroyed by the previous government. We feel we can do that because Malaysians have proven that they can go through a lot of problems, economic problems, and yet survive. One of the things that we survived from was the financial crisis of 1997-98. We found our own solution and we recovered. Now the situation is almost the same, except that in the last crisis, the money was devalued. And when money is devalued, we become poor. This time it's not about devaluation so much. Our currency has remained quite strong. It moves a little up and down, but it is still quite strong and acceptable as money. But the problem that we face now is that we have to find money to pay huge debts incurred by the previous government. We believe we can overcome this. In the meantime,